Michael Todd versus Vitaly Laletin.
I think Ermes taught a class on how to beat Michael Todd, and I think Vitaly could probably do what Ermes did to Michael Todd. But Michael Todd finds a way of winning these things. So I think Vitaly is an overwhelming favorite, and Michael Todd will figure something out to win. I hope he doesn't press off the beginning, but I think Michael Todd changes something, because Michael Todd has also had almost as many birthdays as I have. So I think Michael Todd is coming in doing something different. I don't think he's going to King's move Vitaly. That's two predictions. I think Michael Todd wins, and I don't think Michael Todd King's moves. Michael Todd needs to pull like Uncle Todd with side pressure. I just think Michael Todd needs a style like that. That's how Michael Todd will beat a top roller in Vitaly. Arm wrestling's changed. Everybody's got to adapt.
Gennady Kvikvinia versus Ibrahim Sagov.
I think Gennady wins. I think Gennady's got quite a bit of weight to lose and still be strong.
Matt Mask versus Nugo Chikadze.
I think Matt wins pretty convincingly. I bet against him previously. I thought Ongarbev would beat Matt fairly easily. But I think a tall top roller versus short hook puller, I'm going to pick the tall top roller. And I just think something's changed with Matt. I think he's serious or something. He's like a different Matt Mask than he was 10 years ago.
Kamil Jablonski versus Georgi Dzeranov.
I think a hook beats a press. So I think Georgi is the favorite in this. Kamil's really good. I just think Kamil's going to be better against a top roller than a hook puller. So I think Georgi wins. We don't know if Kamil has a good hook. I just know that he loves the press. I don't know much about Kamil, to be honest. I don't know a whole lot about him. I'm terrible at these predictions anyway, so Georgi pops up in my head. That's what I'm going with. I'm not going to think about it too much.
Todd Hutchings versus Rustam Babaev.
I'm definitely making improvements. I mean, I can compare where I'm at from where I was. The things I have to fix to pull Dadikyan is what I fixed to pull Rustam. Normally, when you have me on these, I tell you exactly how I'm going to pull somebody. I'm not telling you this time. Rustam has been my hero. I've never won against Rustam, and I've never been on the winning side. I've been nervous since 2005. I'm not like looking for revenge or anything. I don't mind my losses to him because he was way better than I was back then. But I think this match is 56 to 44% for me.
Arthur Makarov versus Daniel Procopciuc.
I always pick Daniel. I don't care who Daniel's pulling. He's who I'm picking. He's like my favorite arm wrestler. It would be hard between Daniel and Gabi Vasconcelos. I don't know who I would pick, but now I will pick Daniel. I don't even hardly know him. I just like how he carries himself. I like how he's aggressive, and I like his pulling style. I just like the power-based arm wrestlers. To me, he's just got a really good arm wrestling game. He's just my favorite.
Paul Linn versus David Samushia.
I think Samushia is probably the favorite, but I think Paul wins. What Paul learned in Rustam's match was Paul got into a good position with Rustam, but where Rustam stayed tight, Paul was too open. Every match Paul was too open, and then he just ran out of movement. I think Paul's got a harder job to win than Samushia does, because Paul's got to fix how he gets into position. Paul was just in a bad position against Rustam, but it was an interesting match. I think if Paul tightens that up, he wins. But Samushia doesn't really have to change anything. He just needs to come in heavier and be stronger, which is a lot easier.
Ivan Matyushenko versus Serhiy Kalinichenko.
I'm picking Matyushenko. And I can't explain why. I don't really know, but that's who I'm picking.
Jocelyn Brisson versus Egle Vaitkute.
Egle is something special, but I think Jocelyn's going to turn the female arm wrestling upside down. I think Jocelyn's going to the top. I think you're going to have her pulling Barbara pretty soon. I think Jocelyn wins.
Georgi Tsvetkov versus David Dadikyan.
I think Dadikyan wins. Same concern, big engine, little fuel tank. But I think Dadikyan wins. I think he's just getting better, and he started out really, really good.
Petro Marharin versus Lachlan Adair.
I do not know Petro Marharin, so I can't predict.
Zurab Tabridze versus Georgi Tautiev.
I always pick the top roller when it's a top roller versus a hook puller. I think Tautiev is going to win.